everybody, welcome back to the show. It is a whirlwind of excitement in here because Fina Scroppo is here. She's the author of The Healthy Italian, and today we're talking about holiday entertaining because this is really the big weekend, I think, for holiday parties, as well as Christmas, New Year, all of the events that we are hosting. And Fina, we're noticing that smaller plates of food are really popular right now.
I think it's the way to go. I think it's easy for the hostess to get her plates together, his or her plates together, to plate them. They look beautiful, so they act as sort of a little bit of a decor element to your entertaining. Right. And you know what? They're easy. They can be done the day before, many of them. They can be refrigerated, which is a huge, huge thing for people like busy moms who, for example, are running around, making last minute sort of doing some last minute errands, getting the kids to school concerts, getting Christmas shopping wrapped up, all those things, right? When it comes to entertaining, the last thing we want to do is stress about it.
And we don't want to be in the kitchen slaving away when we could be chatting and enjoying the party.
That's what I say. No, we want to enjoy things. So I brought a selection here of small plates, appetizers, however you want to serve them. They can even be sides to some degree. And they're easy enough to make. They're quick, they're with ingredients you can get at the grocery store, and a lot of them can be done the night before, which is wonderful for busy people.
Isn't that amazing? Really takes the stress out of it.
Absolutely. So I've got something here called caponata, which is an eggplant sort of relish-based dish. It's sort of a sweet, salty, savory dish. It's wonderful.
Caponata?
Caponata. It's a Sicilian sort of appetizer, small plate. Creaminess of eggplants, with a bunch of great ingredients like olives and capers and tomatoes, and we're going to make that right now. I've got my glazed fig bruschetta on goat cheese, and then I've got something fun here and healthy and tasty and great for the kids and great for anybody who's coming to your party, and it's a Belgian Endive. You've got your Radicchio, your Treviso Radicchio, which is your taller, slender Radicchio.
That's right.
Which acts as sort of a nice foil, a nice sort of, a hit of color, really, to your plates.
And you don't need any serving utensils. It's like a little boat.
It's an edible spoon.
That you eat.
An edible,
Beautiful.
For sure. And you've got some Gorgonzola with it and some, some sweetened walnuts. Yum, yum. Okay.
And here we are making our
caponata.
Caponata.
So what I've done beforehand is I've cut the eggplants. We want the skin on the eggplants because with the eggplants, the skin provides vitamins. It has some great antioxidants, great for, you know, getting rid of.
Here, I'll show everybody. There it is.
Wonderful.
So we leave that on.
Wonderful. So
do we need to marinate it or do anything?
We salt it. We leave it for a little bit, for 10 minutes. We wipe off the salt, and then we're ready to go. So that gets put in the pan for about 10 minutes. You can see it softens up a little bit, starts to get that creamy texture that we all love with eggplant. And then we put that aside for a second, and we start going with the other ingredients. So we've got some onions in here, we've got some celery, we've got some garlic, and we want to brown these a little bit just to soften up. And then we want to toss the eggplants back in there. And this is where it all mingles and tastes wonderful.
Together.
Beautiful, beautiful. So we've got that going, and we want to add some tomatoes, some peeled tomatoes.
Now this dish is so nice because it's still like a dip or a, you know, it's one item, but you get your little chip or your bruschetta, your baguette, and you just top it, right? And it's the topping to whatever accessory you want.
For sure. It can be on a rice cracker for those who are gluten-free. It can be on a crisp sort of bruschetta, sort of, you can put it on sliced bread. It can be served with anything really, or it can be an appetizer to a salad. You can top it on an arugula salad.
Very versatile.
Yeah, it really goes a long way. You've got a little bit of some tomato paste. And then we want to get some broth in here. You can use chicken or vegetable. No, low sodium or no salt is best.
And was that about a cup?
That's about a cup, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And then we want to toss in some of the other ingredients that add some great flavor. So we want some green pitted olives. We want some capers. We want a little bit of vinegar, and we've put some salt in, or excuse me, some sugar in there just to sweeten it up a little bit, just a touch. And then, of course, we want to put our fresh herbs in there. And that all comes to a simmer for about 20 minutes. And you'll get that creamy, that beautiful creamy texture that just sort of gels together. And you can refrigerate it overnight.
And then on top, you've just sprinkled some pine nuts?
Yes. Then what I've done to serve it is I've got some toasted pine nuts and some basil and some parsley. And it's wonderful.
Lovely.
Yes, it's wonderful.
And in your book, The Healthy Italian, well, when was this recently?
So this
released?
came out about a month ago.
Right,
It's been fabulous.
congratulations.
Thank you. It's been fabulous. It really has been a passion project of mine, and I'm really, really excited about it. So lots of great recipes in there. There's 150 recipes, but of course some of them are meant for entertaining. Some of them are just meant to get some healthy dishes on the table for busy people who want some great, convenient food served to their families.
And these are all tried and tested recipes from your family.
Absolutely. From my family, my friends' families, sort of
Right.
a lot of different regions of Italy, because all the regions of Italy really contribute to a great cuisine, a great healthy cuisine.
And I love that healthy word, because sometimes we think, oh, pastas and carbs and all of the extravagant things.
Right.
You've done it in a healthy way.
Absolutely. I mean,
And everything in moderation.
right. I mean, it certainly can be some carbs. I mean, we're not saying
Carbs
no
are
to
good.
carbs. Some great healthy carbs,
Yep.
you know, whole grain pastas, lots of great things there. But there's also things that are not carb related that are in the Italian diet. And we forget about those. Some great Mediterranean ingredients like dried beans and eggplants and fresh herbs and all the greens like rapini that we love. Lots of great variety there. So don't be scared off when you hear Italian and think it's only carbs. It's not just carbs. It's a lot of great ingredients.
Oh, yes. Well, I've seen that in your cookbook, and it's beautiful from start to finish. Literally, all of the recipes are amazing.
Thank you.
And again, are these in the cookbook as well,
So,
the
yes.
quick little appetizers?
Absolutely. So these appetizers, again, can be made overnight, can be made the day of.
Yep.
And these are great served on a beautiful sort of serving plate here. As I said, the radicchio, the Treviso Radicchio is pretty much available all year round, as well as the Belgian Endive, which is really nice. And this is kind of like your variation of your typical cheese ball with your, you know, rolled in nuts.
Right.
You've got some healthy ingredients paired with it. And as I said, it's easy now to sort of just, without any spoons or without sort of fussing with any
just
plates or
grab
napkins,
it.
just grab it, your edible boat or spoon. It's wonderful. And the glazed bruschetta, the nice thing about the figs is they're in season now. And they're plump and beautiful, and they toast very, very well. So what we're doing with those is we're toasting the breads. We are then marinating the figs with a little bit of balsamic vinegar and honey. And then we're putting a little bit of goat's cheese on top of the
Now you're
toasted breads.
talking.
We're putting them back in the oven to just broil a little bit more, and you've got
Thank
a beautiful
you so much,
appetizer.
Fina. And don't forget, everybody, thehealthyitalian.ca is the website. You can check out more about Fina and The Healthy Italian there. We'll be right back.